Hi and welcome. This is Ricky again, coming back with audio essay 5, and we are looking at Live and Let Live slash Hardcore Forgiveness. Um, this one is uh, is not pleasant for me. It's funny, Here I am getting further and further into my second um, certification. This one is Teacher of Teachers, and it's whew, uh, when I look to this, I've done an essay, a written essay on specialness, and I find it's really hard not to feel that way. I have done work on forgiveness of specialness in many different forms and ways, and I've also, done doing that kind of thing, looking at it from the grievances, because I don't think that there's anything in this world that causes me more harm or grievance than having to feel special to be okay. And I'm learning that having to feel special to be okay also happens to be another way of saying codependent. I'm not okay unless I'm connected to you. And that's because I don't think I'm okay at all anyway. Um, when I first got with my teacher, he recognized this character defect that I had, and let me know straight up that if I was going to have a downfall, it was going to be specialness, and it was me causing me more pain and harm than I needed to, you know. Um, so that's all part of what I'm learning as open-handed loving, the ability to just be and allow others to just be, because I have this uh, program in my head that says I'm not okay unless unless I'm with you, and if I'm with you, then I'm okay. And the other part of that, and I've talked about in specialness before, is then I'm only okay if you follow my rules, if you do everything that I am telling you to do. So then I know I'm going to be okay. Boy, there is so much controlling involved when it comes to uh, having to uh, be codependent. Because, see, if I'm codependent, then that means that I have to have things special. And special has a lot of rules and regulations attached to it. And not that many of them are fun. And anyway, getting back to what I was saying earlier, um, my teacher's words did come back to haunt me, because uh, as I'm going further in the process, and further in the process of working with others in community, I'm seeing that I don't want to share my toys in any way, shape, or fashion. And then it's having to go, oh boy, here we go again. And having to just recognize that we are all innocent, that we are all lovable and definitely loved by God, just by the creation of who we are, and has nothing to do with doing a certain thing, acting a certain way, or anything else. And especially when it comes to community, it's a real double-edged sword, because how can I allow you to be you and allow you to see me, the intimacy into me see, how can I do that if I am not okay with me, and I'm only okay if I have the rules and the regulations set up a specific way. Um, there's been a lot of talk about, just unconditional love. And I think I've heard about that about as much as I've heard of a lot of other catchphrases, especially in in the New Age. So when it comes to this, um, unconditional love. It's definitely what I'm slowly coming to understand, that is what God has for us. It's not the, well, I'll love you until, or I'll love you only if. It's I love you. And the Course is truly teaching us that through forgiveness, and that place of being in that place of neutrality, and I'm also learning in being impersonal, that's what brings about the true nature of unconditional love. Unconditional love just is. And as far as I'm concerned, that's about as different as black is from white when it comes to me and my need to control and possess and have everything be a certain way. The beautiful, wonderful benefits of being able to get to that place and create the condition in which unconditional love happens is that as I just let you be you for you, and I just let me be me for me, we become one, and for those of us that are in the process of truly awakening and allowing ourselves to reach that at one-ment, the atonement, um, it's going to be kind of hard to do if you got to be in a bunch of boxes and I have all these regulations, because when as I go forward, accepting me for me and you for you in that state of neutrality, what happens is there's a natural merge. There is only one, the Son of God, our Christ consciousness. So the more I can come from that place of just oneness, the better off I am. It has taken a lot for me to go back through my life and to truly see and forgive those places where I feel, still the grievances and resentments, especially the resentments of before, because to resent is to refeel. So it's kind of hard to grow in a place of oneness if I keep going over and over and over again, holding on, seething, oh, you did this and you did that, and I'm not going to let you off the hook. And I, as my teacher's teaching me, if you're going to forgive, part of forgiving is forgetting, because it's about, when you forgive, and I have experienced it, it's not just letting the other person off the hook. It's realizing there's no person and there's no hook. The memory, the whole part of that, including, and you can't do that without the forgetting. It's just kind of like it just gets washed away. And I've been able through this process, through A Course in Miracles and through my reaching for awakening, to just be able to see the benefits and let go of things I never thought I could forgive. I mean, horrendous things that should never ever happen to another human being. But I experienced it, I went through it, and then for many years I defined myself by it, and and in having to define me, that's how I was that's part of me and my story, and this is how it is and all that. But in the real process of forgiving and releasing, and no matter whating, just letting it all flow down that river, I was able to see, as I let go of the things, that the horrendous things and good things or whatever, the things I used to define me, my little self, the more I use that process to let it go, the more I am just able to be, and to be in that place of oneness and neutrality, that being that that God has created for us. Because remember, the secret's out, and the secret is that there is no free will. Everything is by design. Whether we have the illusion of free will, but there isn't any free will. It's as God would have it be. No matter what it is, no matter who it is all as God would have it be. And so, getting back to this whole thing about specialness, and truly, I cause myself so much pain and suffering, especially in the expectations and the definitions involved in having to have it perfect, and having to have it be a certain way, so that I can accept myself without fear. Because underneath, when you get down to taking the bones out, we're all one. But somehow my little self did not get that message. My little self got the message that I'm a piece of shit. That's why my mother gave me up for adoption. And so abandonment, sucks. That's what I was. And so I will do anything, or not so much now, but I definitely would have, and have through the years, done anything to not feel abandoned. I would do anything to feel okay, and it was in that specialness that I would feel okay. So through growing and growing more as a teacher, I am reaching that place of, and having to reach that place of, we are one, that place of community, that place of wanting to have us all work together for the betterment of who we truly are, And I covered it the best I could. I truly, truly love all you guys as myself. We're getting there. And have a blessed night. Thank you.